Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the option. He'll toss it. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. Finds his tight end. Still running at the 40. Nothing but green grass down the middle. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires downfield. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Off play action. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Here comes the heat. He'll try to do it himself. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. And now on second down for this offense. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hubbard. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. This drive will open from the 15. Quarterback on the keeper. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll try the left side. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Off the play fake on first down. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. It's caught. He's at the touchdown, Oklahoma. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas A&M is on top right now, but kind of fittingly for the First Lady of Aggie Land, Reveille, this has been a dogfight today. They're up by 6 over Missouri. Games like these just mean more in the...
Oh, what vision! Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown! He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. That's reeled in. It's Hatchett. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. And the Sooners have this offense rolling. Scanning the field, it's Adcock. Catch in the middle, it's Averill. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Boom. Touchdown Sooners! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and it's bringing it out. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Adcock. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, that are going to the running backs and to the tight ends, those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Working the middle. It's a seam wide open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown!
love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the fight. There he goes! May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. The Vols will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point. But this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ballgame.
He's got him in the flat. So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Adcock using the quick game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Touchdown Sooner! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rice has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside this building that hosted Super Bowl 8. They're up by 8 over UTSA. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guy sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on him.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. This time he's got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll go to the air on third and short. Makes the grab. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Vols will snap it on first and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Sooners will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Pulls and fires complete. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Reads it, fires complete. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man.
Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. No good. Boy, they could have used that field goal to draw a little closer, but still an 8-point game. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. The give to the back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
From the gun, running back gets the give.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now the play fake. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Got room at the 35. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. He has 89 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard season. Right back to the well. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be...
Touchdown, Oklahoma! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Hubbard. Got the first down. Looking for more. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap, one space. Works to...
Oh, he's got some Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Got a man. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Spins away from the defender. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He'll keep it himself. Can't get him to the ground.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. So here is the Tennessee offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They get to him as he throws.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Tackle was made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Man, that's exactly how you draw it up. You want to drop back. You want to play coverage. You want to make sure you don't give up a big play. You got a lead in the 4th quarter, but it also involves you tackling well and a nice job rallying to the football and making the tackle.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. To the air, it's Adcock. Works the middle of the field. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They get him down with this offense to set up first and goal from the 9.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down.
Touchdown Sooners! And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done.
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Runs through the tackle.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Back to pass. It's Adcock. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take the lead, though the D can stop it a couple more times. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.